Hi everyone, Bob Rotruck here from the Glens Falls Civic Center. This is your Phantoms preview. It's the final Saturday home game for the Adirondack Phantoms. We have 4 home games remaining of the 8 total games we have to go this season, but this is the only Saturday night home game left. So come on out and enjoy it. The Saturday night games, I think, are particularly special. You know, Saturday night in hockey, they kind of go together, of course, and I think especially so in Glens Falls, where the crowds have just been so much stronger and better and more enthusiastic, and the downtown is just alive and buzzing every time, especially when we have a Saturday night game. That has been absolutely true the last couple of weeks. About 4,700 we had last week on Fan Appreciation Night, 4,600 the week before that with AHL President David Andrews in attendance. The Glens Falls Civic Center seating capacity is a little under 4,800, so those are 2 near sellouts, and we've been very impressed by the fan support, especially in the closing weeks here of the 5th and last season of the Adirondack Phantoms. I don't think anyone knew really what kind of fan support there would be for this team that was on its way out, obviously, but I think the fans, everybody in town wants to get their last looks of this team while they are still here and kind of soaking in the nostalgia, as it were, and just enjoying minor league hockey. The first 4.5 seasons of the Adirondack Phantoms, I think the fan base here in the North Country truly showing what a great and dedicated hockey community they are, and I think that has been ramped up a notch or 2 just in the last month or so, because of course the team has not been performing as well as any of us would have liked, not getting nearly as many wins as they would like or we would like, and obviously the team is on its way out. But the fans just keep on coming because they love their hockey. This is also part of the last extended homestand for the Phantoms, and we had a terrific game yesterday with Adirondack losing in the shootout to Norfolk 2-1. This was a game that was up for grabs, and it was the second shootout in a row for the Phantoms against a pretty good team. And Cal Heater played one of his top games. I think it might be the best game of his pro career. I'm not 100% on that. There have been a couple of others. But the shutouts that he has had earlier, a couple of them, he didn't have to do a whole heck of a lot. He was seeing the shots well and wasn't challenged quite as much as he was in yesterday's game, where he made a number of absolutely dazzling saves. It was a 0-0 game between him and John Gibson, one of the top young goalies in all of hockey, actually, all 20 years old. And it was 0-0, 51 minutes into the game. Nick Cousins gave Adirondack the lead with his 10th goal of the season. Now he is coming on strong the last 2 months of the year as well, by the way. Has goals in 6 of the last 7 weekends after he had been on a kind of longer scoring drought, but he has really found his stride as Nick Cousins. That was a beauty of a goal, by the way, but a power play on I thought, a questionable tripping call, by the way, against Derek Whitmore, and that allowed Norfolk to tie it with about 5 minutes left, or 5.5, on to overtime. Adirondack had an overtime power play and a chance to win, could not convert, and then the shootout, and John Gibson shut down all 5 Adirondack shooters. Cal Heater only gave up 1 goal in the shootout, but that was enough, and Norfolk picked up the valuable win. But Adirondack holding their heads high. They were very pleased with the way they played. They know they were playing well, and they've had some games, of course, in the past few weeks where they had been saying a different tune and saying, we didn't play well. Maybe we played well for 20 minutes or 40 minutes. Here, I think they played well for the bulk of the 65 minutes in that great game. And now the homestand continues tonight against the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Maybe the pro debut for Bridgeport's Josh Holmstrom, the younger brother of Ben Holmstrom. That would be quite the story. Ben tells me he has never played an official game against his younger brother before. So this could be fun if Josh Holmstrom, who just signed with the Islanders a few days ago, if he makes his pro debut. Sunday at 3 is against the Albany Devils. That is the last game ever for the Northway Rivalry Series. Albany leads the all-time series, 23 games to 22. So the Adirondack Phantoms can tie it up in the 46th and last meeting in the 4 seasons of the Albany Devils against the Adirondack Phantoms. Sunday Family Fun Packs as well. The 3 tickets, hot dogs, sodas, program, and popcorn, all for $43. Add to your package for another $15. Ticket, hot dog, and soda. Call the Phantoms to order yours and find out more. 518-480-3355. Adirondack has played very well their last couple of games. They're looking to finish off strong for these last 8 total games of the regular season, the last 4 home games, and all the guys down there, every time we talk to them, they're talking in terms of these fans have been so great to us, especially the last few weeks. We really want to show them how much pride we have and get them some wins in these last ever games for Adirondack at the Glens Falls Civic Center. Who knows what the future will bring for the AHL in Glens Falls, but I think this fan support certainly bodes well for the other teams around the league. They continue to look at this facility and continue to look at this market and this fan base, and so who knows. But we have the Adirondack Phantoms here for now, and that's what we know, and we have a game tonight at 7. I'll have the broadcast coverage for you on the radio beginning at 6:30 with the countdown to face-off on Q101.7.